Welcome to In the Community, and joining me right now is Dan Burrell with Jersey Mike subs and former Los Angeles quarterback. He also played with the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers, but you know him best from the Rams, Vince Ferragamo. You know, Vince, and before I get into Dan, my dad invested $50,000 in sending my brother to college, and all he got was a quarterback.
He did?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that.
That's good.
Dan is helping out with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Ventura County, and they're sponsoring an upcoming golf tournament. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Bigs.
Well, we're very excited to be a part of this golf tournament with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. It's an organization that mentors children. In Ventura County alone, there's 1,500 kids a year that get mentored by a big brother or big sister. I don't know of a bigger gift you can give than to help a child in need have someone that can just point them in the right direction. And it may not take much. So for Jersey Mike's, as we employ an awful lot of kids, their first jobs are usually at Jersey Mike's. It's important to me to continue to give back and support an organization like this. Everybody that is associated with Jersey Mike's is extremely excited, and I'm also very excited to be working with Vince Ferragamo, who's nothing but a class act, and I know that his message will resonate with a lot of people, and you know, more than just sponsoring the event, I hope that Big Brothers and Big Sisters will bring more of you in to step up and really help out a boy or girl who really needs it. So I'm very excited to be a part of the organization.
Well, wonderful. We're going to come back to you in just a little bit, but we're going to turn our thoughts right now to Vince Ferragamo, former quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. And Vince, how did you get involved with the Bigs?
Well, I was approached by Big Brothers and Big Sisters to do their annual golf tournament this coming year in 2017, and I gladly accepted, and I thought it was a great organization. I had done work for Big Brothers Big Sisters up in Canada. I went up there for a football camp and a big gala, and they had a golf tournament. And this was one of their big fundraising events of the year, and I really believe in the cause. I've supported a lot of local charities in Orange County and throughout Southern California for many years, having a golf tournament of my own. I know how much work it is and how involved it is, so I really have to thank guys like Dan with Jersey Mike's that have stepped up and become a title sponsor for an event like this, because it just helps so many kids, and that's the reason why we all get involved, is to give back and to appreciate one another and to have relationships and really have camaraderie, just like playing football. You know, we would play football and we always had all that stuff.
Well, you know, in the sport of football, and really with any sport, it's about mentoring the young players to get in and do a job and to get out and win one really for the team.
Right, and mentoring is almost like teaching, you know, Bill, because good coaches are teachers. They lead by example. They teach you how to become successful and how to play the ball the way you should play. And then the message that's delivered to everybody is respect. If you have respect for your teachers, for your coaches, for your other teammates, then you'll be a good organization, you'll be a good team, and you'll win. And so it kind of parlays into life. It parlays in everyday life with your own family, relationships with your wife and your spouse and your kids. And so we want to have a chance to be able to, you know, give back and hopefully make a difference for other young kids who need the help.
All right, I can't help but ask you a few football questions,
okay,
if you don't mind. First of all, this year, and I think in years past, you have worked for Channel 11 out of Los Angeles as a football commentator for the Rams.
Well, we were given that job last year. They really needed an insider report from the team, and who better else than to one of the former players, and I was luckily selected, maybe because that we stayed in the community. We're originally from Los Angeles, and I was invited to do the show along with Jackie Slater, the Hall of Famer, 20-year former LA Ram great, and so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a way to stay involved with the team and to at least give our insight of the progress and how the team is doing, how the coaching staff is doing, how the players are doing, and we're there to support the team as well. But now we have a newcomer in town this year too, in the Chargers, so we'll have to be covering probably both those teams.
Probably so. Now with the Rams, that's the team that you're most associated with, and you went to the University of Nebraska, as I understand.
Right.
Now, were you drafted by the Rams out of the University of Nebraska?
I first went to Berkeley up at Cal.
Oh, at Cal, okay.
I wanted to play, in the Rose Bowl, but never had a chance because they were in the Pac-8 at the time. And then after 2 years, Berkeley was put on a suspension. And so I decided to transfer to Nebraska, where I was luckily able to play under Tom Osborne, who recognized my talent. And I was able to play 2 years, became an All-American, and got drafted by, guess who, the LA Rams. So I got to come home. And that was a real big thrill. And then eventually, Bill, in 1979, 1980, playing the Super Bowl at the Rose Bowl, so against Pittsburgh Steelers. So I got my dream come true finally after all those years.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, this is probably a leading question, but how excited are you to see the Rams back in Los Angeles after their stint in St. Louis?
Well, they were gone, a good 22 years, and it was a dry spell really for a lot of the Ram fans that were so supported the team for 50 years here in Los Angeles. And being a Los Angeles Ram, I never really felt that connected with the team in St. Louis because I'm an Angelinian, so I loved LA. I was born and raised here, and so this was where my heart was. But I was really glad that Stan Kroenke brought the team back and realizes what a great venue and great sports town Los Angeles is. They've supported the Dodgers for many years. They now support the Kings and the Ducks and the Angels, and we have the Lakers and the Clippers. I've always been a LA Laker fan and a Dodger fan. So, but now I'm glad to have the Rams back in town to call them our home team. So I'm really excited about that.
Do you think the market is going to be divided now that the Chargers are in town?
Well, I think so. I don't think you're going to lose Ram fans. I mean, Ram fans are pretty. They're passionate about their team, and they've been longtime followers, even when the team went to St. Louis. But the Charger fans, of course, they don't have that far to come from San Diego. But a lot of them are pretty miffed because the team left San Diego. But it is a big business. This is a business, and so when you look at the ownership, the driving force right now is these new stadiums because they're first of all, they're glamorous. They're great to play in front of. They have great seating capacity. It's a great venue for other sports as well as football. And it's a great corporate sport, with the suites and that kind of. It's a great entertainment. And football, I think, is the greatest entertainment sport, especially for TV, that there is. So I hope that Los Angeles can support both teams, but I know they will support the Rams. So that's all.
I think that's a good thing because I'm a longtime Ram fan, and I remember your playing days, Roman Gabriel and others, and the Fearsome Foursome. My goodness, that was a team to be reckoned with.
It's a great tradition, and of course the Chargers actually started in LA too before
they
moving
back
to San. But so both teams do have some roots here, but the Los Angeles roots really go back a long time with the Rams and Fearsome Foursome, Roman Gabriel, all the great former players and Hall of Famers that have played in the Coliseum, and then now to be the new stadium in Inglewood, it's going to be quite exciting to carry that tradition forward. It
will be indeed. Now, with the Rams back in town, what are your predictions for the upcoming season?
I think they're going to be better. They're going to be much improved. Sean McVay is really energetic young coach. He wants to change the culture. He's very offensive minded. Jeff Fisher was a good coach with defense. But now I think they recognize the fact that they really need to really promote their offense because 32nd in the league is not good.
No, it's not.
You got to be in the top 5.
Yes.
And so, but we always have a good defense here. And defensive teams win championships. I like the fact that they have Wade Phillips as the defensive coordinator because he's a class coach and he's very good at what he does. And he'll bring a lot to the team. And then the young, energetic coaches on offense are all offensive-minded. They'll help the quarterback, and so we should have a more exciting offense, that's for sure.
Now, you played with the Rams 2 different occasions with a split in the middle with Montreal.
I ended up going to Montreal. In those days, we didn't have free agency, Bill. So I was one of the few players that lead the way to free agency. I thought that we needed it in 1982 when the league struck, and we didn't get it back then. They said it would never work, but in 1987 they went for free agency and they got it. So I think I was ahead of my time a little bit, definitely ahead of my time, and the monetary value that they give these guys today. So, but it was the career, making a career in the NFL. The best thing about it is the relationships that you have with the players you played with and against, and a lot of respect. a lot of great coaches too. There are so many great coaches in the league, and it's the the NFL is is the best sports organizations in the world. So I mean, and it's fun to play in it.
Wonderful. And you went on to Montreal, came back, but then you broke your hand, and you left the Rams, and you wound up with not only the Buffalo Bills, but the Green Bay Packers.
I ended up in Green Bay, a great town, a great sports town as well, owned by the people of Green Bay, the ball club. And back in those days, they were having their problems. They were rebuilding, and now, I mean, they have another great quarterback on the team now, and Aaron Rodgers, and got a great coach. They've been doing really well, so they almost made it to the Super Bowl last year. Came up short against Dallas.
That close.
A little bit close, but not close
not
enough.
The cigar, right?
That's right, exactly. So, but it's I know you go through your career ups and downs, but hopefully you have more ups than downs. So.
Wonderful. Well, Vince, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you.
And good luck on that golf tournament coming
It's
up.
a lot of fun. We look forward to it. Thank you.
All right. So back to you, Dan.
Yes, I played football in high school. You probably want to talk about that for a while, right?
So the big golf tournament coming up on Monday, May the 8th. What is the contact information for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Really? Well, that's the brochure right there. The telephone number is 805-484-2282. And you can go to bbsvc.org/golf. And that's Ventura County, Big Brothers Big Sisters chapter. Easy to find on the internet. And they got a terrific group of people. Their office in Cambrio, they do a fantastic job with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. One phone call, any of them will be able to help you out. I think it's just great. I think it's great that Vince is here. I'm thrilled to be a part of it, and we're going to kill it.
Is there more golf slots available? Can they buy more golfing slots?
I'm sure.
Or did you buy them all up?
I'm sure.
do we have
I'm sure they can. Make that call because you can probably get golf, and I'm sure there's still dinner available too.
Oh.
And I'm sure Vince is going to have something really cool up there for the silent auction.
We gotta have
So
maybe some
we're
wine or something.
We're going to work
you
that.
see my card?
Yeah.
You see my card? I got to pass out my card.
Vince does a little.
By the way, we were at Jersey Mike's, and Dan, see, if they were here today, they could have got a free Jersey Mike lunch. So thanks a lot for that, Dan. I appreciate that. And this is my card for the vineyard that I do. I'm actually in the wine business.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah. So we're gonna have maybe some wine at the event.
Oh, wow!
Nice.
Wow!
I'm also in the real estate business, but you can have that card, by the way.
As I told Vince, I got a wine cellar, so I think he's going to back a truck up to the house and fill that puppy up. The guy's amazing, truly. Everybody talks about him. He's got a heart like gold.
Oh, he does. And gentlemen, thank you both. Vince Ferragamo, Dan Burrell. I'm Bill DeFoy. You've been watching In the Community, a production of the Heritage Media Group.